You're getting hungry tonight. Elias, of Clan Salubri, played by Noscavian. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. You're getting hungry tonight. Marcelina of Clan Hakata, played by Larissa Rave. Please rouse to awaken for the night. Slip, of Clan Nosferatu, played by Vamp Daddy. Please do a rouse to arise. Wonderful. Sato Ren of Lagaki, played by Softy Nomicon. You do not need to rouse to awaken from your slumber. And Kenon of Lagaki, played by Daybreakathon. You also do not need to rouse to awaken. We begin. After several nights have passed from their recent Niktuku incident, the Kotri have awakened within their haven, as always taking some time to attend to some personal matters within their rooms before going downstairs and meeting together. Is there anything you wish to do before heading downstairs into the meeting room?
I will wake up from the couch. So when everyone goes downstairs, they just find Daisy on the couch.
Yeah, Kenun, in his usual habits, is awakening in time to see the sun off and meditate.
Elias would be waking up early as well and brewing tea for Kenun.
Daisy would not be waking up early, so you'd see her pretty much dead on the couch.
Which I suppose Kenun wouldn't remember that Elias has been waking up and brewing tea for Kenun and Sato, would he?
No.
Okay. So, it's a lovely night. Kenun, would you care for some tea again tonight?
Sort of looks at Elias for a moment and gives a slight nod of acquiescence.
Elias pours you a cup of tea.
Again, no words, but a very slight nod that is the best he's going to get right now and akin to thanks. And back to meditating.
Marcelina wakes, is in her room. And I think on the floor she has set up all of her weapons. And she's been going through this motion of disassembling them, cleaning them, reassembling them, and doing it in such a practice state where it's therapeutic to her, but it's also like she's doing it as fast as is physically possible for Kindred. So her hands are moving in like a blur. I think like flavor wise you would see just like rapid reflexes, right? So her hands are just moving and as she's doing this, and then there comes a point where she stops clicking a magazine into one of the guns. She puts the gun down and she makes a phone call to the family. I think to whomever answers, she says to them to put her into contact with Uncle. If Uncle is busy and won't answer, whatever it is, she will say, okay, she hangs up. Instead, she'll send a message to Uncle. And she'll say, it's time. My time has come.
I assume that you're sending a text message.
Mm-hmm. Because I imagine he's very busy, especially it's early evening time zones and whatnot. And so she'll just send that text message to him that it's my time.
You'll get a reply back saying, make sure it is glorious. And then a question asking, would you like to be brought back?
If there are Any remains? Yes. I'd like to be buried next to Ares.
I think it's just the last question of leave your important item with the family.
She sends an affirmative, and then we'll send a document to the family, encoded, but it is a mention of the items, and then also essentially Marcelina's like last will, to provide aid and passage to Slip, who already has connections like with me, but then also kind of dropping little hints of something maybe with Maribel. But then also, should Sato Rin of the Gaki ever need a favor, that boon is from me and must be carried out. Whatever it may be.
Just very simple, plain, as you wish in return.
I think for now she has her own version of meditation in her room with her weapons.
Sato.
I don't think Sato has left his room since they got back. This evening when he did get up, probably getting up a little earlier than he wants to, just because of being used to it. I think he spent the morning cutting his hair to pull it back to its shorter state that he's been wearing it as. And then I feel like he sits on the floor with his back up against the door, making sure no one could push it in or come in after locking it. And he does his meditation upstairs in the dark. No lights on, nothing. Just
What's your window
desperate
like?
to be. What's the window like?
Mm-hmm. Is it locked?
Probably.
Is it closed?
I don't know if he would lock it, but he would try to pull a curtain over it.
There might be slightly less hair left behind from the night before than you might have expected.
Odd. He does remember that he has to clean that up, so he will probably notice that when he goes to clean it. I actually do not remember whose rooms I am next to upstairs. I know I took my own room after incidents, but I don't know whose room I'm near.
I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, SC, but I believe that the layout was like Kenun, Sato, Marcelina, and then Violet on the other side.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember if it was like a, set of stairs that go up into the attic area where Slip is in, but pretty sure that was the layout.
That's what I remember as well, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and a sort of downstairs side room is left for Marcelina's ghouls and the community that Elias has.
Gehenna's Gatecock community, yeah.
If that's the case, and if there is a wall between Sato and Marcelina's room, he is eventually going to crawl over there and knock on the wall.
Oh, you're across the hall. So
across the hall?
Marcelina would be here, you would be here.
You're next door to Kenon.
That's fair. Carefully opens door, make sure no one's in the hallway first. Then I run over and knock on Marcelina's door.
After a few moments, you'd probably hear some clicks of her metal, essentially, before you'd hear her say, "It's open. Come in."
He's gonna open the door, come in, quickly close it behind him. I wanted to talk to you. Okay. He sits down wherever he can.
She'll probably move some guns out the way. Yeah. She'll move some guns out the way so you can sit down. Look at you and... What is it?
I wanted to ask you if you and Slip have become friends.
Yeah.
Is there anything that... Do you know if he's going to leave Japan?
She'll take a moment. Then she'll look at Sato and say, "Yeah, I don't think there's really much left for him here. I think he'll be leaving when we're done."
I figured.
If you are thinking of having some kind of heart-to-heart, I wouldn't. He's not gonna be the same.
I know he's not going to be the same. I've questioned a lot of things lately. And I don't know if either one of us was ever fully sane in what we were doing. Especially not me. No matter what I feel for him or felt, I hurt him. And I was hurting him before all of this too. I just didn't know it. I just want to make sure that if he does leave, there's somewhere he can go. That's all I care about.
Oh. That's all you're worried about. There's plenty of places that he could go. I've offered safe passage and perhaps even refuge with my family. Whether he takes that or not is on him. But he's a Nosferatu, darling. There's plenty of places for him to go.
You're right. You're right.
Sato, you can't carry the weight of the past on your shoulders. It already happened. You dwell in it, it'll only eat you up, and everyone else will move on. You got things you need to handle, especially when all this is over. Because I don't think you're leaving.
No.
You can't be focused on the past and trying to deal with your future.
I'll tell you that I don't think I'm focused on the past right now. I am thinking about the future. What I'm struggling with is if I even want one.
I think you do.
I am not good at being undead. I'm not good at living.
How would you know? Sato, you've never had a chance. I think you've spent a long time looking at undeath as a curse, and it's prevented you from living as you were always meant to. You've not given yourself a chance to live. I suggest before you make any choices about whether you should keep living or not, that you allow yourself the opportunity to live. And then make your choice. It ain't gonna be easy. Doesn't matter if you are human, kindred, gaki, any other kind of supernatural creature. It's not easy. Frankly, if you wanted to die, you would already been dead.
You know, I tried once. A long time ago, I think I told you the scar on my neck was from my sire. That's only half right. I wouldn't have been able to get a scar if the sire hadn't stepped in. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't give myself a chance to live at all. I failed at living, failed at dying. Maybe I won't fail here. I'll give it one more go. I'll try my best. And if it doesn't work, then I'm going to walk into the sun.
A wise man once told me, when it comes to death, make it glorious.
Glorious.
Have you spoken to Kenu?
I haven't yet. And I'll admit I'm not even scared to, I'm just sad to.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of truth in there that's going to have to be revealed. I think the best place to start may be in letting him know that he was kicked out of the Gaki. Let him know why. Because that's important. And then together we can let him know about Haruto, because I imagine he doesn't remember that either.
You're right. Thank you, Marcelina. I should go talk to Kenu now.
Marcelina stands up when he stands up, and when he goes to turn his body, she grabs him by the forearm and pulls him in and gives him a hug. And she says, "Your sire might have been your mother, but she wasn't your mama. I'm gonna tell you what she should have told you. I love you. Now go on, go talk to Kenu." And she kicks him out of the room, shuts the door.
I love you. Get the fuck out.
In the hallway, he definitely has a moment of,
Who's the mom of the group?
oh, okay. And he's gonna head downstairs towards Kenu.
Okay. Before we do that, Slip. Locked away in the attic. Probably feeling more comfortable now than ever, just among various bits of machinery, weaponry that you've made. What are you up to?
So, the door is not blocked at the moment. He is done with his setup. He has made a replacement earpiece to replace the one that was broken. He's got the 3D printer primed and ready. He just needs Kenyon's help. And he is sitting in a chair in the far corner away from the door. He's sitting with his back to the corner. Difficult to sneak up behind somebody if their back's in the corner. And he is just staring at the door, waiting. Not moving. Hornets crawling on the wall behind him, crawling on him. Just 1,000-yard stare at the door, just waiting for the others to be ready and to come to him.
Why am I picturing you in a rocking chair, just gently rocking back and forth?
That would be too much movement. He's just a lizard on a rock right now.
That's fair, yeah. That's... Of all the things, that is probably one of the creepiest.
I have a question. Would Slip be wearing the clothes that were given to him?
Would Slip be wearing
He
clothes?
is not. He is wearing his normal... The clothes that were provided to him are hanging up. He's not.
Okay. Okay, just question. Mm-hmm. Well, I think just naturally Marcelina would probably be the first one to go see him. And we'll, give a light tap to the door and she'll wait for him to say that she can come in.
Yes.
She enters. Catches that he's not wearing the clothes. Has a moment of ungrateful. But doesn't say that out loud. And we'll shut the door behind her and lean up against the door and just look at him for a moment. And say, right. How you doing?
I'm ready.
That's not what I asked you, but I'll take it. She's gonna take a look at the array of things he's been working on, I guess, and say, right, well, that's dealt with. When it comes to the after, you got a plan?
I do.
Well, I've already spoken to the family and they'll arrange your exit should you choose.
I will keep that in mind. What is your plan?
Oh, well. Live by the sword, die by the sword, I've always said, so. When you make your exit, you will be making it alone.
Very well.
How you doing in terms of hunger?
I could eat.
As could I. However, there is some work we need to do when it comes to Canoe, because he don't remember shit right now. So once that's handled, I am suggesting that we all go for a little ride to the city. We all do what we need to do to get that hunger sorted out. That way, when we do the mission itself, we're all in tip-top shape. Does that sound good to you?
Would you like me to come with you? There are plenty of vermin here.
I would. You're one of the few people that I can trust. So,
Sure.
I always wondered what you'd be like. Gotta
Still
say,
willing to feed you.
well, I was hoping that was the case, but think I liked you more before. Can't be helped though, can it?
I don't think so.
Well then, my only request is that you don't eat Sato. I know that you two are little on the rocks at the moment, and good reason to feel the way you do about him, but that's my one request, is you don't snap his neck.
He will smile, and there is clear evidence that he has not been keeping up with his teeth. I have no intention of putting my mouth on Sartorian.
Good to know. Though I know you don't much care for much anymore, but maybe you do something about this. You're looking real wild here, and I don't know, might make you feel a little bit more, I don't know, put together, if at least this is doing okay.
I'm fine, thank you.
No, Slip, you are not fine. I think there is a little bit of like disappointment in Marcelina. But she's real good at masking, and so he won't know that she's disappointed. And then we'll look at the stuff around him and say, right, so what else do you need to get this finished up?
It is vastly unfortunate that I require the mind of Kenun to be whole again, or at least so much so as he can help me replicate the idol. Without him, we may as well just go in loud.
Right, so it's not great. Don't like much having to rely on anyone else either, but we're going to work with what we got, and it shouldn't take too long to get him back on course here.
Great.
I think there's like a moment where she looks at him and she's like, God, you're boring. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't say that out loud, but there's sort of this expression of like, this is not it. But we'll just give him a nod and say, right then, you gonna come join us down there and getting this man's memory back, or you gonna stay up here?
I don't know that I would be more helpful than any other in this matter.
Yeah, all right. And she will leave.
The coterie unite downstairs in the main meeting room, taking a seat at the large wooden table that dominates the floor of the living room. Taking some much-needed downtime from previous night's events to recuperate and plan for the night ahead, they also need to remind Kenon of just who the fuck he is. They noticed when they returned to their haven that the Sakura was free of the large red hand. No longer are there any shadowy figures surrounding the tree either, and a hand-delivered letter has been placed on the center of the table, likely by one of Marcelina's ghouls or someone in Elias's cult.
Is Daisy awake now, or is she still
Yep,
kind
I'm
of
awake.
passed out on the couch?
Once
Okay,
people started
okay.
showing up, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Marcelina will probably give Daisy a wave and then pick up that envelope and open it up.
The letter simply reads, the train has arrived and awaits you. Try to be discreet in your boarding. Joho.
Well, all that is set up for us. Now it's down to planning. Is Kenun in the room as well, or no?
He's just meditating off to the side, as he usually does.
Yeah, I think the only one not
okay.
there presently is Slip, who's being
Okay.
broody.
Yeah. Well, down to business then. And she closes up the letter and puts it down. And we'll go to Kenun and sit right in front of him. Say, Rat, wake up. We got a lot to talk about.
Without opening his eyes, I'm awake.
Sato.
Yeah. Sato's gonna come sit right next to Kanun and like try to put his hand on Kanun's like shoulder.
And he does open his eyes and look at Sato with the sort of "why are you touching me" expression.
Kanun, there's a lot of things you're going to need to remember. And a lot of them are not good. What is the last thing you remember? Concretely.
He quirks an eyebrow slightly. Waking up this evening, but I doubt that's what you mean.
Do you remember any of us?
He opens his mouth to answer and then sort of shuts it again. Slight tilt of the head that could be a shrug. I know who you are.
Okay.
Did I get my usual delivery of a pill?
Oh yeah.
I
That's
will
gonna go really
offer.
well.
Yeah, I will offer my pill. Say, here, take this. This will make you feel better.
No. Pushing pill away. No. Not right now. Don't need him to lose more memory.
Just looking at them both like, what on earth?
Kenun, do you remember about the rest of the Gaki? About me? What happened?
Narrows his eyes slightly and just enlighten me.
Okay. Well, the reason you're here with us is you got removed from the Gaki. They declared that you were a Kuma.
He goes still, that kind of uncanny stillness that only the undead can achieve.
And there were a couple reasons that they did that. One of which was me, I think. As I used to be kindred. And now I'm Gaki. And they did not take kindly to that. They also did say, I remember that night pretty well. Said a lot of horrible things about you and your tastes.
Kanun remains still and pale as ice. As memory floods over him, his mouth opens as though in a silent scream and then keeps opening, his skull folding back on itself like the petals of a flower, jagged shards of bone becoming rows upon rows of knife-like teeth in a raw and blood-wet throat. For an instant, his shape wavers, convulsing, limbs seeming to lengthen, the flesh of his arms bubbling as though about to sprout spines, the back of his shirt nearly bursting open as his clawed hands tear at the empty space where his face used to be, but quick as blinking, it's over. The claws return to hands, gingerly passing over his reforming face, and Kanun is his normal, taciturn self once again, though he's still slightly pale, and he wears the faint smile they'll now recognize as carefully controlled fury. Ah, yes. Of course. Thank you for reminding me, dear one. I believe I remember now.
Oh. Good. Do you want to say it?
Yeah. Now, Kanun, we are friends.
Yes.
All of us. And we have uncovered a sort of conspiracy right within the Gaki, the current daimyo, not only declaring you and Sato Akuma, but we discovered that upon that train that the Gaki have contains an idol, and one of the things that we discovered is we cannot let them keep that idol and
the statues,
join that,
yes.
right?
Haruto said.
Right, so after talking about Haruto, now I understand your rage, I do, but hold on to that for just a moment, because it's gonna get worse.
Never fear, I have it tightly in my grasp.
There's a look on Marcelina's face that's like, for now.
Should we take him outside to the thing?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Marcelina offers a hand to Kanun and stands up and sort of like, I'm gonna help you up. This next bit's gonna be rough.
He does accept the hand
he'll
now.
allow her. Okay, yeah, she'll lift him up and say, Elias, Daisy, if you'd like to join us, you can. And she's going to, with Sato, lead Kanun back to the sort of grave that they've made for Haruto.
Elias would rise and he would follow in tow.
You leave the house and walk out onto the quiet streets of the village around you. It feels almost peaceful at long last. None of you feel the presence bearing down of you of whatever it was that had its grasp upon the village. You're reassured once more as you take a passing glance at the sakura tree that is not in bloom, that things are as they should be. Make your way behind all the houses into the countryside that is just sneakily placed behind the entire village, easily accessible. Make your way into the row of trees, to the small copse, and towards the memorial made for Haruto.
Haruto passed, but not in vain. The situation with his family, he was able to exact vengeance. But unfortunately, didn't make it back.
Silently, Kanun just sort of kneels down in front of the memorial as though in prayer for a minute and just sits.
Kanun. Wits and intelligence, please. Wonderful. As you're kneeling there, memories of Haruto slowly return to you. Whatever it was that the Knight placed upon you is slowly breaking down. You are able to remember the last time that you even saw Haruto. You remember the information Joho gave to you.
After a moment, Kenun rises, brushes dirt off his knees. It is clear to me now.
Good. Now, I've always found when things upset me that the best way to get over that upset is to get to work.
Sort of a slow grin.
Yeah.
I have no desire to get over this. Not yet. Indeed, there is work to be done, dear Marcelina.
Good. Then let's get to it. And Marcelina will head back to the house. And seeing as she'll probably be there before everybody else, she'll sort of knock on Slip's door and just through the door say, "We're ready. Come on down." And we'll go back down the stairs and just wait for everybody in that kind of common room area.
On the way back, I'll offer the pill to Kenun again. You sure you don't want this now?
Sort of holds up a hand. I am sure, though I thank you for the offer, dear Daisy.
Okay.
My head
Do
is
you like
now
it,
clear.
Daisy?
Out of character, I am debating that because it may not be a good idea with what's to come.
Really good idea, you don't know.
Well, depends on what I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Yeah, listen to
Peer
the guy
pressure.
with 3 humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll shrug and just take it myself instead. Which was not a good idea. Dex and intelligence, I can deal with that. Okay. So as we're walking, I just start to stumble a little bit.
Slip will join the rest of the coterie.
Hey, head on. Have you ever noticed your name is kind of like kebab? Let's get kebabs.
That's my god.
I think Marcelina just laughs because she's like, of all the times, Daisy, you know what I mean? Bury that energy and just like laughs about it. And yeah, once we're all together, we'll say, right, so we've got the first part of this planned out. We got boxes that we can go into and be in when the train stops long enough to get on it.
I have an idea to get the boxes on the train as well.
Let's hear it.
If tonight is the night we are going to do this, I will, as you may recall, be fucking with the bullet train networks. They request that offering that if they would like, I can keep the one they prefer serviceable. The boxes simply contain the equipment I shall need.
Sounds good to me. Prepare an answer in case they ask you why you need so many boxes of equipment. I don't think the Gaki are particularly dumb, so There may be some questions before they allow you to get the boxes in there.
But they are less wise than previously thought as well. We'll see. I'll try to be ready. Worst comes to worst, I'll try just techno-babble. It'll all sound very convincing.
Good.
After we're on, I'll walk the train, find the thing you're looking for, tell you where it is, and take up my position.
Kenyon, as previously discussed, we are going to need your knowledge, not only about the Gaki and how they go about doing things, but specifically on how the idol looks. Slip plans on making a copy.
Oh, storyteller, I can relay the information of how the idol looks.
Yeah. It's I don't know how to relate it to a size, just a somewhat squat golden ornament of the tiger.
Maybe finds a paper and a pencil and makes some scribbles, sketches with more detailed, like, okay, yeah, this is what it looked like.
I'll see what I can do. There's another matter, however. Back when I
The floor
originally
is yours.
began to work with the coterie, I will admit, I was spying on you for the Gaki. In fact, I would say I was spying on the coterie for the Gaki for longer than I was not spying on the coterie for the Gaki.
I know nods.
During this time, I informed the Gaki as to the plan to rob the train.
I know nods again.
The daimyo is unaware of this, but some of them are, and encouraged me to encourage you. Security will be elevated.
How many extra bodies are we talking?
Oh,
That is difficult to say. However, it is also difficult to ascertain why we were told to go ahead with the plan. Internal politicking among the Gaki is... well, we do not present nearly as unified a front as we would have it seem.
Well, you're not so different than Kindred then, are you?
Not in that respect.
that all in mind, if you would like, I can begin the process of printing the idol, and I can fuck with the train network before we leave to take care of food.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good to me. Elias, you look like you wanted to say something.
Oh, I was just going to say that in spite of the enhanced security, I'm sure we will prevail. I have faith and trust in us.
We must prevail.
Failure is most certainly not an option.
I intend to be in a position where I will be able to assist you with the train itself when at all possible, but I will not be there to throw punches with you.
Of course not.
Well, you can only be in so many places at once. I'd much prefer you to be where you are, where you excel. You certainly excel in technology, so the rest will have to make do.
I can make sure that they are not all alerted to us at one time. If it comes down to that, I can assist with the various onboard security measures.
We've got as many earpieces as we need. Yes?
One for each. Sorry. One for each except for Elias's other ear.
Oh,
Understood.
thank you.
Crowley has one.
Test.
Certainly.
All right then. We'll at least be able to
anyone-
keep communications with each other.
If anyone would like party poppers before we go, I am willing to provide. And
I
if
don't
any
think
of
that'll be
you,
necessary.
Just
Hopefully-
Daisy said Mr. Crowley has one. Actual crows just went past squawking. I just want you to know that. That freaked me out. a bit.
Confirmation. Canon.
Oh dear.
Crowley agrees.
Crowley is real.
Sato holds his hand out. Am I allowed to have one?
I made you a replacement. He will provide the earpiece.
I think you meant a party popper.
Take that thing too.
Would you like a party popper?
For an emergency, yes.
There you go.
And these
Nice.
party poppers, what are they
Yeah, I'm
again?
assuming this is a grenade, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a shrapnel grenade. Instead of producing a fire or a concussive blast, it simply throws out shards of wood and metal.
Oh,
Most Gaki tend to be weak to either one or the other, so...
I think I'm alright. I wouldn't want to harm anyone.
Yes, I understand.
Daisy looks visibly disappointed. Oh, that's not a pill.
No.
If we prevail, there should be time enough for that later.
ST, can I ask a question?
Just did.
Can I ask can I ask 3 questions?
You may.
You caught yourself!
I did. What
Question
happens
plus
if
one.
what happens if you inject Drano into a Gaki?
I mean, you need 10 times as much of a substance to affect somebody.
Yeah, I don't think
But I
Does
don't
that
know
work
how
for
that
for
works with
anything.
Drano.
But usually
work
only
for
takes a little bit of
acids.
Drano, so...
They won't catch COVID? Don't fucking do that for real. Don't actually ever do that.
No. Oh my god, do not.
I mean,
I-
Gaki wouldn't either, because they're dead. So,
Yeah,
That's
I
not
don't
the
think it would.
reason.
I don't think it would affect.
It would
them.
hurt.
I would say it would work the same sort of way it does on Kindred, in that it doesn't work.
it would just...
Even though it's an acid that actively breaks down blood?
Yeah, no circulation.
Alright, then I guess I'll just stick with regular needles.
Do not forget, dear Santorin, you are stronger now.
I am. I need something a bit bigger to hit people with.
I usually use my hands.
I'm better at using a weapon.
We're still in the house,
You
right?
can have one of my knives.
A large syringe.
I'll grab a pan out of the cupboard. Here, use this!
Though this would be funny. Marcelina, I will take a knife, though. That one would be a lot easier to use.
Bato, you're supposed to say, "What the fuck?"
What the? I quit.
You know those stainless steel like injectors for injecting stuff into like meat and things like that?
Yes, an infuser.
Yeah, an infuser. Thank you.
Just
Man, I think I
fucking
saw
thing
an
is like-
infuser in the
like
kitchen.
100.
It's sort of like a giant syringe, right?
I mean, yeah, but you know what? I'll take the knife. Thank you very much. I'll slide that in my fucking jacket.
Marcelina opens her jacket and hands a large hunting knife to... That's, it's got a sheath and everything. Hands it over to Santa.
Is there a way I could put that on my thigh, make myself look sexy? Hold on.
Well, you know Marcelina. You can.
Of course.
I'm going to go
All
get
right,
started
then.
now. I'll be down when I'm done. If
All
anyone
right.
would like to assist, you may.
Canoe. You
Yeah,
should
he's
go
already-
assist in the making
He's
of the
already
idol.
stood and headed along that way.
All right, then.
We'll stick with.
When that's done, she says before they leave, when that's done, we're all gonna go hunting. Grab ourselves
Indeed.
something to eat.
And we shall have no accidents along the way this time, yes? I fear my patience will not last that long.
Marcelina just smiles, her trademark shark smile, and doesn't say anything.
It's fine. I can't go to the bathroom anymore, so there won't be any accidents.
Very good,
well.
Daisy.
Canoon, I can at least give you one bit of good news. I'm pretty sure I figured out how to just drink blood instead of actually eating someone's entire arm.
Good. I am proud of you, dear Sato Rin. You have reached your first milestone.
Really can't take all this parent stuff today.
But Kenna doesn't
Mom
even
loves
stick
me and
around.
Dad's proud of me.
Kenna doesn't even stick around to see that reaction. He's already turned and walking with Slip.
Feelings.
Stick with Slip and Kenon for the time being, as you go upstairs to the attic. And Slip places himself at his workstation and gets out his handy laptop, his lap-based computer.
Very first thing we got to do is set the 3D printer to make the false idol, because that's going to take the most time. With Kenun's napkin drawings and just first-hand knowledge of being there to assist, I would like to attempt to craft this item.
On the 3D printer, I'm going to make that intelligence and craft. Sound good?
Yes.
Just right. Kenon's guidance, you're able to easily set up using a 3D graphics program. Almost perfect simulation of the idol. Of course, the only issue is the weight.
There we go. We can maybe bulk it up a bit when it's done, but it will be much lighter than the original. But unless it's actively sitting on a pressure switch, or someone tries to handle it, we should be okay.
We can only pray that it shall be enough.
And otherwise... then he's going to attempt to infiltrate and gunk up the bullet train network.
Okay. Intelligence and tech, please. This will be quite difficult.
I will... We're going to go feed. I'll rouse the blood for this.
Gain a hunger after you do the roll.
Yes, sir.
How can I argue with 7 successes? you are able to eventually infiltrate the network that is responsible for signals of the bullet train. You're able to make sure that every single signal on the entire network is broken. After which, you are then easily able to work your way into the train's functions themselves. A simple matter of making the engines overload themselves instead of engaging. Every single train is stuck where it is. The network is completely useless. But something you know that you are easily able to fix, and very selectively so.
All right. That is all done. I think we can go and feed now, Kanun. I will not call them right away. That would be quite obvious. Perhaps when we're done feeding, I'll call my handler, offer my assistance.
Very good.
Then we can swing by here, grab the idol, get you guys in your boxes, and have you moved.
Indeed. We must prevail in this.
He nods his head and shuts his laptop, packs his kit up. And we'll head down the stairs to meet up with the others.
Yep.
Problem whatsoever. You meet up with the rest, who've probably sitting as anxiously as kindred can, waiting for news, with of course the exception of Daisy, who is Blotto.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
We might not
Yes,
cut it off.
Daisy.
Ah, damn. You know what? Isn't gaki a funny word?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Raise an eyebrow.
Like
Are you
funny haha.
Are you going to ask the Gaki on the train that question?
I should.
Oh no.
You should not.
Absolutely
You should not do
not.
that. Regardless, maybe some blood will even you out, ma'am.
I don't know if blood
Right.
sobers people up.
Right, well, it's not like I can offer her a loaf of bread. That's not gonna help. So blood's the best I got.
You can't drink blood from bread. I've tried.
I
Don't
I
like
can
that.
imagine that would be difficult, yes.
It's too soft. It just crumples.
If it was a
Mhm.
bread bowl, and there was enough, maybe.
I imagine that would be unpleasant
bread bowl
for
of
you.
Ite.
Yeah.
You're a special.
Right. I suggest if you have any goodbyes that need to be made, this might be that time to do so. I don't think we're gonna fail, but you never know. So,
If we fail, there shall be no walking away for any of us. We'd best not.
Yeah, probably.
Do not misinterpret me. That is a promise. We will not fail. We shall not walk away.
Perfect.
right.
I'll wear my safety vest just in case.
Well, let's go eat. Can't get good work done on an empty stomach, so I'll meet y'all in the car. Marcelina will get up. She briefly pauses into the sort of side room where her ghouls and the cultists are, and whispers things into her ghoul's ears. The door is shut behind her.
Oh, you'll
She
get it very
whispers
quick.
to them a plan. Go ahead.
Every single one.
Every single one.
As you wish. It was Master, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you wish, Master.
She'll briefly pause and look at her ghouls. Kind of think about all the things that have happened during her time here. And she'll grab them each by the head and give them a kiss to the forehead. And she'll leave to meet everyone at the car.
Everyone heading out to the car?
Yeah, Slip will slide in shotgun.
You each take a
Yes,
seat.
I'm in the.
Please,
Just,
Sato.
I want that. There was a moment of like, son of a bitch, and then I get in the back.
You each take a seat inside of the people carrier. Marcelina ignites the engine and drives it away. Where are you heading? Yamagata?
Yeah, that's our nearest city outside of the tainted area, right?
It's no longer.
Oh, it's no longer tainted, is it?
Mhm.
That's right. Okay, so then Marcelina, as she's driving, she's headed towards Yamagata, but she will, voice the option of the land's no longer tainted. So if you'd like to chew down on something within this area, that is always an option. City might be easier though.
Indeed.
Places to
Yeah.
be in the shadows.
Area like, is there livestock?
You're more likely to find a pet, stray cat, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Even wild boar out in the village compared to the city.
Oh,
But we're not like driving past a farm or anything like that.
I mean,
You can be now.
Hey,
well,
then
I
at that
know.
point,
I
I'll
will
go,
say,
wait,
Marcelina.
stop the car!
I was gonna say, Marcelina probably knows Daisy's diet. So as we pass the farm, we'll have like, as she's like, wait, stop the car, is already stopping the car.
Car's already stopped, and she's saying, wait, stop the car!
Oh, dude.
Go on, Daisy.
I will just ride out of the car, leave the door open, jump over the fence, and head for the nearest animal.
I get the feeling this is like when Daisy was mortal and used to go cow tipping.
Oh my lord.
Apparently
Daisy
that's
didn't have like
an
you.
urban legend. I don't know. I've never gone cow tipping, but I can't believe it is true. But yeah.
It is possible.
Daisy
No.
likes
I've heard
animals
certain
too much to
legends.
actually cow tip, I think.
Can Slip follow
Yeah.
Daisy out?
You could if you want, yeah.
He doesn't mind animals.
You proceed into the farm. It has very, very little in the way of security. Its primary concerns keeping the animals in and safe and keeping them away from predators. At this time of night, they're all kept inside of a barn, which is not blocked. And Daisy is easily able to silently make her way in without rousing an alarm. Due to Daisy's very nature, the animals, the cows inside, are not disturbed by her.
I'll pick a cow and bite its neck. I'll pet it first, like, oh, pretty cow. Pretty cow. Bite.
Do a roll for me to see if you're going to murder this cow.
Oh my god,
You're going to
really?
murder this cow.
Oh well.
Unless you'd like me to... Well, I can offer you success at cost unless you want the beast.
I do not want the beast, so I'll take success at class.
Well,
And it seems silly to use a willpower on this.
Daisy reassures the cow at first, stroking its thick hide, even giving it a temporary name of...
Not Daisy.
Yeah, that's my go-to name for cows.
Ooh, Mr. Cowley.
Mr. Cowley.
So it's a bull?
Mr. Cowley. Like Mr. Crowley.
Bo Vincent.
Bo Vincent?
Quarter Square X and I had the idea at the same time. Bo Vincent. And your four fangs extend, and you bite into the creature. The beast rears up inside of you, cursing at you. Why? Why animals? You are the apex predator. You could be so much more. You cling to things that you need not cling to. You are able to slake your hunger, but as you come out of your red fury, you realize you have slaughtered the poor animal, drained every single bit of blood. Do you have animal succulents?
I do, yeah.
I will allow you to slake your hunger to 0. And normally I wouldn't do this, but because of the way Daisy is, and it was a success at cost, I'm going to give you 1 humanity stain.
I was expecting that.
Cow,
Oh, poor pretty
it turns
cow.
out, according to the tag upon it, was 2 days away from retirement. To be put
It's gonna
out
be
to
slaughtered
stud.
anyway then.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
a
gonna be put
slaughter.
out to stud. Not that cows are put out to stud. I don't know what
Say, cows
the
don't
equivalent.
stud.
I don't know what the equivalent is. I might still be being put out to stud if it's a lady cow.
Actually, if it's a dairy cow, then sometimes they are put out to basically teach mothers how to be mothers.
Thank you.
No, I just ate a grandma cow.
Yeah, you ate grandma.
Nice. Can Slip cozy up to a different bovine?
Absolutely.
You have to tell her she's a pretty cow, that she's a nice cow.
Must I?
You know what that's from, Shiver.
Slip out here about the
I love
auntie.
this.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's on the tip of my memory. Thank you. I do. When Worf hands over Spot to Worf.
Yeah, you have to tell her that she's a pretty cat. She's a nice cat.
What kind of role would you like for this?
What did you roll, Daisy? Something with animal can? Oh, I've got the one for
Yeah,
Slip.
mine's composure and animal ken. Sorry, I had to click over.
Yeah, I think that'll fit for Slip. Composure and animal can, please.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only a cow. Slip. Oh, Quarter Square X is taking all the good puns. Shit. Slip walks over to the cow. Yet another one. And unlike Daisy, does not show it any kind of affection, merely seeing as it as a temporary vessel for which to slake his hunger. Sinks all 4 of his broken fangs in, and is able to slake a nice proportion of his hunger. It's not as nice, as refreshing, or doesn't feel as invigorating It's kind blood, but it does the job nonetheless. You may slake to hunger.
Thank you.
That cow's name was Cowler.
Allah.
Tragic. Simply tragic. Is yours dead?
Unfortunately. Such a
Oh.
pretty cow.
Well, you know how it is. Eating for several dozen and all. He's just going to take a big chunk out of this cow and swallow it. The dead one.
Oh, give it to the fucking bees.
The cornets, yeah.
And because you have your second stomach, you're able to do that.
He'll just kind of wipe his mouth with the back of his sleeve. Waste not, want not.
Daisy will just kind of stumble back to the car. She doesn't know how to react.
Flip.
He'll
Going
follow.
back to the car, leaving Cowl and Sirloin behind you. Head back into the people carrier.
No.
Which, fortunately, due to Marcelina's amazing parking, did not get T-boned.
Imagine, that would have been fucking crazy. Marcelina would have lost her shit entirely. Um, yeah, I think we'd start making our way. Marcelina would be going through. Is the train stop like I would have to go through Yamagata anyway?
It's in center of Yamagata. Near enough center.
Oh, okay, wonderful. That's what I thought. Because we dropped that guy off there that one time. Okay. Marcelina would be taking her time. She knows that Slip has made the moves to ensure that the train wouldn't be working properly. Wait, we're supposed to go back to the house for the boxes. Never mind, I lied to you. We're not headed... Oh, we're still heading that way, right? Because I think Sato and Kanu need to eat.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so still taking her time. She knows that like he's made those moves, and we got to give it some time for them to be wanting for help. And so she, abiding by all the laws, perfect driver. And we'll head into the city and head into an area in which the two Gaki can feed without an issue.
You are easily able to drive into Yamagata City. Just trying to make sure that you're as far away from the train station as possible so as not to alert any authority or anyone with prying eyes to your presence. You park up on a small side car park that's completely empty at this time of night and begin to walk the streets of Yamagata. As is always the case in many busy metropolitan Japanese cities, there's always someone around. There's always someone awake. There are always businesses ready to ply their trade. What are you looking for?
I would actually like to activate Chi Sight and trying to use that to locate somebody whose aura it's acceptable within the cycle to completely disappear.
Oh, you going?
Wits and awareness, please. Well, just roll Chi Sight. I think it's a rouse for the Chi Sight.
Yep.
I'm not sure if there is a role associated with Chi Sight, but I'm
I
Wits and Awareness.
don't think there was.
Then Wits and
Okey-doke.
Awareness. And I believe you may add whatever your Dharma rating is as a modifier to the roll.
Okie doke. And that would just be like plus, right?
Yeah.
I
When
don't
it
know why I'm
asks
asking that.
modifiers, just yeah. Kenon stands idly along one of the pavements, casting his gaze across the entire scene, until finally, after some time, someone catches his eye. Someone with an aura of corruption. This person has clearly done bad things in their life. Continue to do so, unless Kenon takes action. Watch as the man walks down the street and disappears up a convenient alleyway.
Yeah, no, wasting no time. We're just gonna saunter on in after him.
You get to the alleyway, but before you make your way up, you catch sight that he is meeting with several other men, also clearly of a lesser moral fibre than your standard person. They seem to be engaged in some kind of deal-making process. You care not for the details.
I just want to say, I meant to say it earlier. I am with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, question. Sato is there, and how many of them are there?
Oh,
There are 4. Lights, no, humans.
And just from, Chi sight includes heightened senses, I think. Can we hear anything that might say, like, if we have to pounce now, or if we can wait for the deal to go and then, like, some of them walk away that we could then corner?
Depends on how patient you'd like to be. It seems they're in a negotiating stage, asking for money in return for making someone unwilling to go to work the next day, we will say. Negotiations can take quite some time, and you don't know whether or not they will go for a drink to celebrate their finished business plan, or if they will just say good evening and leave it there.
And all of their auras say it's acceptable for them to,
Yep.
Yeah. Kenner's just gonna look at Sato, slight nod, and, he's got one setting!
Sato's gonna run right alongside him, and whoever Kenu doesn't go for, he is knocking someone's head into a brick wall, and then going for the other.
Okay.
Wait, I have a knife! I have a knife.
Kenon! Dex brawl.
Okie doke.
Sato. Knife is one-handed. Dex melee.
And can I apply my specialty to this? Just
Yes.
cool.
Oh.
And we'll do for Sato. I like those dice. I'm going to use some more later. Some different ones. We'll deal with Sato first, as his is nice and easy. Sato, you charge into the fray, quickly and easily stabbing one of them, not fatally, but enough through the gut to ensure that they're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. As they fall to the ground, slumped against the wall, blood spilling out. Kenon. Sticking with it, or would you like a reroll?
Kenon's had a long couple of weeks. I think I'm sticking with it.
Kenon, you charge forward, pouncing upon the man and forcing him to the ground. With your one setting, you immediately open your maw, and the demon that is inside of you takes control. You bite down swiftly on the man, breaking his skull. And feasting upon him. You may slake your hunger to 0. However, the demon is not done with you yet, as it takes control. You cannot use teamwork, and perform any action that avoids establishing dominance or challenging authority as a 2-dice penalty to your pool. This compulsion ends when you have 1 and gloated over it. You are suffering from the dominance compulsion.
Okay.
And there are still 2 kine left active in front of you. One of them, unperturbed by whatever he just witnessed, and Kenon steps forward and attempts to kick you straight in the head. How would you like to respond?
Okay, so what you're telling me is he is sticking his foot directly into my open, betoothed maw?
Yeah.
I think there's only one option here. His foot get crunched.
Strength, bro.
This man played too many Resident Evil games.
Yeah, bro.
He thought he could drop kick the horror.
Mr. Scott Kennedy.
You see the foot coming straight in, and you quickly turn your head and bite through bone and flesh and clothing, tearing the limb off as the man stumbles down onto the ground. Sato, you've just stabbed this guy's contact. He's not particularly pleased about it, and he's going to try and punch you in the back of the head. Really don't like these dice. How would you like to respond?
So he's behind me?
To the side, slightly behind, and just...
Oh, okay. He's like trying to do a wide swing out.
Yeah. I believe it is called a left hook. Or right hook. I don't know. I didn't put that much thought into if he's left or right-handed.
Would it be... I guess the worst way to put it is, if he's like side of me, is it brawl to basically reach out, catch his arm and grab him?
Yeah,
Brawl?
I would count that as a grapple.
And I would like to do that. I'd like to catch his arm and then pull him up near me, and I'm gonna bite him on my turn.
Strength brawl.
Aha, I have a +1.
It's fine. Catch the man's fist, twist it round his back, and throw him against the wall, putting your other hand against the back of his skull, making sure he is unable to move, keeping your entire body out of range from any back kicks he may be able to send. It is yours to do with as you please. Kenon, the man on the floor, is yours to do with as you so please also.
I'm gonna take a little sippy. I'm
Reaction.
gonna treat this man like a juice box.
Completely free action. You don't have fangs like a kindred, but you are easily able to bite into the man's flesh, piercing the skin, and beginning to suck the body-warm liquid, taking it into your own body. How much hunger would you like to slake?
I consider this dude a bad dude. I'm taking all of it.
Can drain
We're about to go fight a
completely.
train.
You can drain him completely, leaving the man a withered husk that you relax your grip upon and just let him slowly fall to the floor. You may slake all of your hunger.
I was going to say, I just ate, but is there anything to stop me also devouring the second guy? Because, like, gosh darn, it's in my dharma. When something appears to be dying, consume it and send it back to the cycle.
Absolutely A-okay. And will be a free action as well.
Om nom 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 nom. We clean up our messes here.
I think you'll find it pronounced. As you consume the entire man, leaving just the two bodies. Leaving one body that Sato has drained, and another man that witnessed everything bleeding against the wall.
Oh, I'm killing him. That man's head's gonna disappear in a second.
Please.
I may not be able to open my head, but I can be a garbage disposal if I need to be.
Sato getting out the plastic knife and fork and just like, give me a bit.
Don't worry about it.
They say I am uncouth, but there is a time and a place for the detritivore.
I don't think you're uncouth, if that helps.
You wouldn't. Though I mean,
with a
that's
finger
just
sticking
saying
out of his mouth.
That's fair. Is it bad that I don't mind eating them?
You
Is it
ask
bad
this
that
of
it
me.
tastes better?
You ask this of me, dear Sato Rin.
Do you actually taste it? I'm curious.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Huh.
Alas,
Is there a-
these nights I do not have the time to savor my meals.
Is there a way for me to learn the opening the face thing?
That I cannot tell you. Perhaps with time. Perhaps not. This is within my nature. It is my path to walk. I cannot say if it is yours.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Indeed we shall.
Hey, Kenu,
Yes?
I know you said it to the others. Promise me we're both getting through this train.
I can promise you that I have every intention of carrying on, dear Sato Rin. If my path ends tonight, then it ends tonight. But it seems to me that I still have quite a ways to walk upon this road. This is only the beginning. If we succeed, things are going to get much more difficult for us.
Starting to think I don't know if I mind if it's difficult. I don't want to lose anyone else.
I cannot promise you that, dear Sato. Losing people is part of walking this earth. However, that does not make it anything but worthwhile. Now come, the others shall be waiting.
Yes, sir.
Kind of a pat on the shoulder.
And while that's going on, is there anything everyone except Kenon and Sato would like to talk about in the people carrier? Or do?
I'm confident we will be successful, everyone. We can do this as a team.
Team
Yeah, I
makes
think
the
we're gonna
dream
get
work.
through this.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's all put our hands in and cheer ourselves on. Elias put his hand forward. Yeah.
He totally answers.
All
I
right.
think this is the one time Marcelina she'll look at them. She looks at Slip for a moment and then puts her hand in.
Yeah, Sato puts his hand in.
Are we
You're
back?
not there, Sato.
You're not there yet, silly.
Oh no, I thought we were back yet.
No, this
Yeah,
is
they're doing
this
this
is
while
when
we're
y'all are
busy.
doing the chompies. Well,
bullshit.
y'all
They're
eating
bonding
them.
while we're
This
bonding.
is
It's
when we're-
fine.
Okay, that's fine. Y'all having bond time.
Slip, do
Damn
you want to
kindred.
join us?
I'm good, thank you. You touch hands, though.
And we're like, oh, teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah.
She does the thing. Elias,
Yes.
what's your
Marcelina?
plan?
What's my plan?
What's your plan? Yeah, after all this, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to just continue on my journey to Golconda. I'm so close. I can just feel it. I feel like I am close to ascension.
What's that look like for you when you reach it?
Well, I don't know. I haven't reached it yet, so I'm still trying.
So you need 5 more members to join or something like that?
No, I just need to continue on my path, help others, and when I just reach that level of peace and enlightenment, then I will be ready to pass.
Ready to pass.
Yes, into Golconda.
Elias, what if you don't? You get to whatever that goal is. You don't pass.
Well, if I fail, I will try again. I'll use a different path. Follow a different path, a path that I think will be better suited to reach enlightenment. If the path I previously took failed me, I will take a new path and attempt again.
Won't you
With
be
or without
dead?
your cult?
What was
That's a
that?
good question, Daisy.
But won't you be dead?
Not necessarily.
ST, real quick. Does
Yeah, he will
Marcelina
be
kind of
dead.
know how Salubri do the thing?
Golconda?
Would Marcelina
Absolutely
have sort
not.
of
Do the do?
No. What I mean is, the way that. So out of game, player knows that often Salubri, they find their childer and then will allow their childer to.
Is he
So
gonna,
would Marcelina
would
know of
Marcelina
that?
know if Elias is going to be subject to the big slurp? Probably. Almost
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The forbidden
You
juice
taking your
box.
cult with you when you pass?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you taking your community with you when you pass?
Well, certainly not. Why would I take them with me? That seems horrible and against everything I'm trying to achieve.
No,
You could
absolutely.
do
I
it
was
by
just.
slavery.
I'm sure one of the
I was just
community
curious.
members will step up and take the helm to help others achieve enlightenment after I've achieved that goal. They can use me as a aspirational figure.
Martyr.
Yeah, they can put you right up there with the cosmic space turtle. And,
Jesus.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I heard,
precisely.
although, I will say I heard Jesus was one of us. Sombra or something like that.
really?
I mean, he did come
I don't
back
know
alive
for sure,
after 3
though.
days.
Perhaps he developed a group of followers who were devout, and then after he reached Galconda, they continued teaching.
I'd say you're actually probably spot on that one. He certainly did grow a community. And what about you, Daisy? What are you doing after all this?
I'm just going to keep traveling.
Yeah. More of the world to
Still
see,
looking
huh?
for a new cool crowd to follow.
I do hope you find it. Right. Well, I'm hungry, and I don't want to be rude, Slip, at all, because, it is your vitae. I'm trying to be good about this, but I am starving, and I just don't think it'll be good for me to go into this looking ravenous. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
How
I need to keep my wits about me.
How much would you
Can't
like?
eat those, Daisy. Well, somewhere around a two sippies, maybe.
Two
If you
CBs.
2 sippies if you can spare it. Or
Yeah.
one will be fine, but if you could do 2, that'll be great.
Oh, I can do 2 whittle bits. I'll just have to take a walk afterwards.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. You know what? How about we go do that? We go pick out where those 2 sippies are coming from.
Oh, shit.
I'm
Well, I
imagining
had a-
the owl from the Tootsie Roll commercial, but with a slurp, like one,
One, 2.
I had a whole bunch of beef on the way over here, so I could give you 2 now, and then we could sort me out
All right.
after.
Sounds good. And she'll hand over her, her little cup.
Yes. He will bite himself and provide into the vessel 2 sips.
2
If I
rouse
may,
checks,
Shu.
please.
You got it.
Wonderful.
Marcelina will slurp those 2 bits up.
You may slake 2 hunger, and Slip, you may increase your hunger by 1.
I think once she's revitalized, she will kind of crack her neck and be like, "Right, that's great. Okay, thank you for that, good sir. You need any help out there?"
No, I think I'm getting a bit used to this. I'm just gonna go snatch up a rat or something.
Marcelina, I think, will have a moment of being like, well, I think you're going to need a little bit more than just rat. And I don't know if you want to have me roll, like, wits and awareness or whatever, but I would like to maybe point out someone who looks about Slip's type.
Wits and streetwise. Sticking with it? Or would you like a reroll?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with it. Someone that, because he's told me the type that he usually tries to go for when he does hunt kind, so.
You sit behind the wheel, people carrier, keeping your eyes peeled, making sure to just gently analyze every passerby. Unfortunately, not a single one meets your strict criteria.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Did I found somebody?
Nope.
No? Alright, well, then I won't say anything. I'll just let him do his thing.
Slip will slide out of the car and head off towards the nearest back alley and, start dumpster diving for weasels and rats and all sorts of other vermin.
Do your predator roll for me, please.
Sure.
Are you sticking with it, or would you like a reroll?
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
Slip goes in search of some juicy, fat rats to slake his minimal hunger. Unfortunately for him, they all seem to be forewarned about him, and the very few he catches sight of seem to run away before he is able to get in range.
Can I perhaps attempt to call the few back with feral whispers?
Feral whispers for me, please, and we'll find out.
Sir.
Sticking with it, or would you like a reroll?
Oh boy. I'll re-roll the 4, and the 3.
Much better. You tap into your undead powers and begin to whisper, knowing that only the rats will be able to hear you. And slowly but surely, several of them come running out and start wrapping themselves around your feet and your legs, trying to claw up to you and show you affection, as they are incredibly intrigued and wondering just what you are.
That's more like it. He will kneel amongst his people and devour them all entirely, bodies and all.
Yep. Like, do that for free. You'll notice that one of them had an almost purple-like coat on and seemed to have dropped a stick when you bite into him. But you may slake 2 hunger from consuming
I'll
many
eat that.
rats.
He will eat that one the slowest.
That one tasted like pizza.
Amazing.
Then he'll return to the car. Sorry about that.
Keno and Sato will have returned to the people carrier as well.
When Slip gets into the car, she'll be like, "Oh, you missed a little." And there, in my mind, I imagine there's like a little bit of coat still caught, like hanging out his mouth a little bit. She's just, you got a little something right here.
He'll do the thing where like his tongue will touch it and he'll just like pull it into his mouth and chew a bit and then swallow it. Yeah. How about now?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Right. So, everyone's full. We're ready to go.
Maybe. Are you, Elias? You good?
Yes, I'm good enough. I'm quite okay.
Works for me.
Alright then. And Marcelina will head to Yui and head back home.
You ignite the engines of the people carrier. Make your way back to the haven. It is a fairly short, quick and easy drive. And then, is there anything you would like to talk about en route?
No, Marcelina
will-
is very focused. Oh, go ahead.
Slip will call his handler.
Oh, yep. You don't have a smartphone, do you?
No, he does.
Oh, I'd like you to rouse for me then, please, to be able to use the smartphone.
Got it. There you go.
Gain a hunger for blush of life, and no colour returns to you. But you know that you're able to rouse the blood enough to be able to use a mobile phone. But you still look like someone who died from lung cancer and is offering one of the Baldwins a cigarette. Phone is answered. Slip?
Checking in. It took me a little while to notice what was going on, but I think your train network is down.
Yes, how did you notice?
I'm still a gawky employed tech man and rat on the inside, am I not?
We haven't
My
heard from you
employment-
for months, are you? You tell us.
Of course, I've been spying and giving regular information.
So what's the purpose of this call?
Well, your trains are all fucked up. I'm your tech guy. If I want to remain within your good graces, I should stay in line, do as I have always done. I am willing to perform long-term diagnostics on your system and short-term keep the jewel of your little empire on the tracks.
You can do this just for one train?
Yeah, for one train.
Hold on. And you'll just hear just murmurings in Japanese. And eventually the man will come back and say, "Where are you?"
I'm currently outside Yamagata.
Perfect. Come to the train station as soon as you can.
It will take me some time. I'm going to bring with me some equipment to be loaded to assist in the diagnostics.
Very well. As long as you can get us back on track.
It will be the entirety of my efforts for the evening, I assure you.
And then the phone is just hung up.
Yep. Slide his phone away.
All right. We've got to get the boxes from A to B with potentially me driving. Where were the boxes Haruto left? They at the train station?
No, they're in the Haven still.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, how do we get a box full of you guys to the train station with just a me?
Haruto arranged for a delivery service just for that.
Oh, do we have that guy's number still?
It's 7.
Excellent. I will. Okay, well, we are good to go then.
All right then.
For the record, Kenun and Sato, we
think-
both look better than we have in a really long time.
Oh yeah, looking
You're all
fucking
shiny
great.
and pretty.
Well, I am still dead aligned, so I look still dead, but I look like a nice dead.
Yeah, you still look pretty.
Looks fresh
so
dead,
I
and
think
Kenun actually looks like he could pass for alive again for the first time since we went to the village.
I think Marcelina goes to her ghouls and just very, off where the others can't hear, puts in those final plans. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think she'll go into Violet's room. She's gonna sit there for a minute. And she'll say, I wish you were here. I would have helped with what happened to Slip, but hey, it is what it is now. And then I think she'll go to that mirror one last time and just stare at it for a minute. I think she'll do, flavor-wise, she does Oblivion Sight and looks at herself, sort of the changes that have occurred, which just make her sort of motivations and such all that more concrete, where she is of the mind that she would rather die than let some demon take over her or use her in any way. And with that sort of, self-affirming affirmation, she will join the group fully ready for battle. And once they're all gather around these boxes, she'll lay down.
Before everyone is gathered around the boxes, though, Daisy is intercepted by Mr. Crowley.
It's a no.
I offer
crow
Mr. Crowley a
noises.
lozenge.
Yes. He's having a time.
Here we go.
That's better, thank you.
Flutter of wings.
What
And
is
he's
it, boy? Did Lassie fall down the well?
He just flaps his wings uncontrollably and keeps gesturing off. You know that Mr. Crowley needs you to follow him.
I follow him. As he flies down, sits, waits for me. I catch up. He flies, sits, waits. I catch up.
You walk through the village to the outskirts, along to the main road that lead north. And you can just see off in distance one car headlight that seems to be flickering.
Am I drunk enough? It looks like two.
Not that drunk, no.
I'll approach the headlight, but not right in front of it. I'm not that stupid. I'm not going to get run over.
Yeah. I mean, it's a quiet road anyway. There's no car apart from this one for quite some distance. And you see a tire track, a skid mark across the road. And it seems the car has been hit and has come careening off. The insides of it are smashed and it has been turned over. You can smell fresh blood. You can even see someone trapped inside.
I would like to look inside the car.
Take a peek inside the car. In the interests of good taste, I'm going to say you see a heavily damaged child seat. I'll leave the rest to your imagination because that child seat was not empty. And a woman, clearly, gravely injured, bleeding out, slipping in and out of consciousness. She has her seatbelt on, which is allowing her to stay just barely seated, though she is slumped against the caved-in roof of the car.
Although her face is covered in blood, she looks very familiar to me somehow. I'll unbuckle her seatbelt and pull her out of the car and use my shirt to wipe the blood off of her face. And I swear I'm looking into the face of my mother.
The woman is
And
unresponsive apart from groans of pain. Obviously, quite clearly, not native to this country.
yeah, my ma was American. She got to be at least American too, right? Because how could I have my ma come back to me? I never got to say bye to her before I was embraced, and all of those old feelings come rushing back to me. And you're gonna have to remind me what order this goes in.
Drain her first.
I will. What's that?
She needs to be drained and dying first.
Okay. I will gently push her hair back away from her neck and bite down as gently as possible.
Daisy, for the first time in perhaps ever since being embraced, consciously, chooses to bite into the woman, draining her of every drop of vitae inside of her. The beast inside of her is also screaming at her, "Do it! Do it! Do it!" You may slake 5 hunger.
I wasn't hungry anyway. I do lose a tiny bit of blood of the tears that are streaming down my face as I cradle her and drain the life force out of her. And then using my own teeth, I'll cut my own wrist open and put it up to her mouth.
Rouse check for me, please. Gain a hunger, but you are able to will the vitae to your fresh wound, and you allow but a single drop to fall under her tongue and down the woman's throat. Take 2 humanity stains for embracing a mortal. You watch, you wait, but nothing immediately happens. Unless you want it to, is there anything you want to say to this woman as she is embraced, or would you like to just leave her to discover her own fate?
My first instinct is to take her back to the house, but that's probably not a good idea. I will guide her or drag her one way or another. I'll guide her.
She will, in that case, then she will just be coming round to consciousness. She feels unhurt. She doesn't understand why. She doesn't know who you are. She's still regaining her senses.
I will guide her away from the car into some sort of coverage. Are there any houses or anything nearby?
You'll be able to get to some of the houses on the outskirts of the village very easily.
Before leaving the house, I would like to grab any baby blankets that may be in the car and bring them with me.
And she'll just keep asking and repeating the word, "Baby, my baby. Where is my baby? Where is my child?"
It's okay, Mama. I'm here now. It's okay. Are there garages or sheds or anything like that there?
Absolutely, there are, yep. A nice, warm, insulated garage.
Yes, I would like to lead her into a garage, cover her with the blankets. You sleep now. Stay here. I'll come back for you.
She doesn't put up any kind of resistance and just sort of settles in. Makes herself comfortable, holding the blankets to her face, cradling them to her chest, closes her eyes.
It's okay, Mama. And I'll kiss her on the forehead, brush her hair back, and leave.
Turn to the haven.
Yep.
And that is when Marcelina goes to the front room. Daisy joins fashionably late. Mysteriously late. What would you all like to talk about and do?
Slick will arrive in
think-
the clothing that has been
Oh, go
provided for him by Marcelina.
Hey.
What did that clothing look
Um,
like again?
I'll send it into the chat in a bit, but it is very it's a hoodie and pants, but they are very like industrial, what's the word I'm looking for? Like industrial goth, like
Oh.
yeah, sort of looser at the top, but then tighter towards the legs. All black. The hoodie itself has this very like modern cut to it, high collar. I think very like anime styled streetwear. But it's in all black. Yeah, it looks great. Marcelina looks at him and gives a little grin. But she does notice Daisy coming in. Would you say that there's like blood on Daisy or anything like that?
Up to Daisy entirely.
I mean, I would imagine so. Also, ST, would that be enough to sober me up?
Yeah! Yeah, you drained hunger, so yeah. Drained
Yeah.
hunger. You filled hunger. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, there's
Um,
blood on me.
so
I
then-
didn't look so stumbly and
Mhm. Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, I think Marcelina would notice it, but given sort of where things are at right now, she wouldn't say anything. She would just consider it that, you know, Daisy's done a thing for Daisy. And just kind of nod. And then, we'll look to the group and say, well, this is it. And she'll
I'll
remove
notice
the
that
top of
Marcelina
one of
was
the
staring.
boxes.
and I'll look down at my shirt and go, "Oh, just take my shirt off, not caring, throw it on the couch, root through my bag, grab another t-shirt, pull it on."
Yeah, and then, you know, top off of one of the boxes and Marcelina's gonna climb on in.
Everyone clambering aboard a crate. Being seen.
No, I'm good, thanks. And I would like to vanish.
When you say you'd like to vanish, do you mean you'd like to vanish?
Yeah, I'd like to vanish.
Rouse check.
Actually, does that take a rouse check?
Yep. It's the same as hidden pass cloak. The moving one, which is also a rouse check.
Unseen passage.
Thank you. Daisy.
No, this
will-
is cost free. It says cost free, but I have to roll wits and obfuscate against wits versus awareness. But since this is the coterie and
No, it's not free. Cost is as per power augmented. You're augmenting unseen passage, which is a rouse check.
okay, we'll go for that for now.
You will your vitae around your body. You're not exactly physically invisible, but for all intents and purposes, you are unseen. presumably joining Slip. So, Slip, what you doing, buddy?
Once everyone's in, he's going to seal them in very securely and call the delivery service.
No problem. It's not like a standard delivery service. You just get this impression that this man was literally sat next to the phone waiting for a call, be it yours or anyone's. And he simply asks, address.
Gives him the address of the Haven.
When?
As soon as possible, tonight.
Destination.
Gives him the address of the train station.
Be ready. We're on our way.
He just hangs up.
And is there anything you'd like to do or say to the crates?
Testing, testing. Do these work? Does everyone hear me in their ear? Or both?
Yes, I hear you in both ears. Thank you.
Yeah, I hear you, Slip.
How do you hear him in both ears?
Elias wears 2 earpieces.
I thought he was down one.
He was,
Slip
but Slip
made
made
an
extra.
Oh, you made him.
Ken-un, Sato, do you hear me?
I hear you, yes.
Loud and
Thank you.
clear.
Perfect.
Can I answer him without breaking Vanish? I already looked. It doesn't say.
Normally, I would say that, yeah, that would break Vanish, but that's going to be a real pain in the urethra, and at the end of the day, all you're going to do is just rouse check again, so we'll say you break Vanish, you say, alright, duck, and then you vanish again.
He will move to a place to sit, lower himself, staring at the front door and wait.
And at that juncture, you will take a break and be right back while Daisy begins to varnish the outside of the wooden crates.
I don't have to rouse check for that, do I?
before she gained a bunch of humanity, and is reaching for really what she is, a machine, a killing machine, both before her embrace and after. And even calling on that sort of demonic energy that has been trying to take over her. And she's gonna go almost like full Winter Soldier. Marcelina is no longer here. It is the beast that is present to get this job done.
Absolutely fine. You will belong to me.
She simply smiles and says nothing, because she knows that she's her own kindred and she'll belong to no one but herself.
Spoken like a true Megatron. The van arrives outside of the train station. The driver begins to unload the wooden crates, stacking them up onto the road, gets into the van and leaves Slip standing outside the train station's large glass double doors. From where he is, he can see there are several suited men remaining on the inside of the station. Presumably they will be guards. And Slip approaches the double doors that do not open for him and gives a gentle knock on the glass. One of the guards comes over and opens the doors slightly and says in Japanese, "What? Closed."
I'm here to be of service with your tech issues. This train will be operational within the hour.
You the guy?
I am the guy, and this is my stuff. Please put my stuff in the back of the train.
One thing at a time. What's the name?
Slip.
Wait here. We'll confirm. The
Simply
guard
bows
slips
and backs up to the crates.
Guard slips off, and you just see him holding a finger to his ear and talking. Eventually one of the guards approaches the double doors, opens them up fully, and walks up to you on the street and says, "You are permitted to board the control car to the train. Your inventory will be loaded onto the rear of the train. If you need anything from it, someone will get it for you. You are not permitted to leave the control car. You will be kept under vigil at all times. Is that clear?"
Crystal.
Several men and women appear out from behind the doors and begin to load the wooden crates containing the coterie onto trolleys and wheel them off out of sight as Slip is led away through staff doors and through seldom-seen corridors until finally led out onto a platform isolated from most of the station. The long, elegant train has its lights on but remains in place, its engine seemingly running but sounds weak as if straining against something. At the far end of the platform, barely visible to Slip, he can see the wooden crates being loaded into the car. Slip is pushed into the open door on the rear of the front car of the train. Slip is forced away from the clean control room and into a large room filled with exposed machinery, cabling, and a small computer terminal. "Fix it. Fast. Get this train moving. Nothing else matters right now. Anything else you will repair on the way. Understood?"
Yes, of course.
And I'm presuming that Daisy would have been in tow with
Yeah, I was going
Slip.
to say, I followed Slip, but Mr. Crowley would have slipped into the car with the boxes.
No worries. You'll be watched by 3 others. I don't have the time for you, and I'm not interested. Man turns. As 3 large individuals appear in the cabin alongside. None of them hiding the guns that they have on them either. What would you like to do?
Slip's going to try to get this train up and running as rapidly as possible. Not a full fix, just a while he is here fix.
Intelligence and technology, please. Just enough. You are able to bypass damage that you yourself inflicted upon the entire train network. The train's engine begins to hum far more pleasing manner than before. And before you know it, it slowly starts to leave the platform and begins to make its way forward. Is there anything else you'd like to do before I flash to the rest of the coterie? No, flash... Change the scene to the rest of the coterie in the back.
No, he was near the crates when he was told that he would not be allowed to walk the train, so he assumes they are all privy to that information and is just in a state of passive man in the chair waiting for them to do their thing.
Okay.
I think we can also hear over the earpieces, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. Meanwhile, in the cargo section of the train, the coterie are all sealed away in large wooden crates. Each of them already have their earpiece inserted and able to communicate not just with each other, but with Slip at the other end of the train. Who would like to try and break out of their crate first?
I just want everyone to know that we are going to do wonderful things, and I believe in all of us, and we're going to be successful in our endeavors. I will try to break out.
Does anyone need to do a terror check? Strength, Elias.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I thought you would.
What? I got a success? Well, that's probably not enough, though, so I'm okay.
No. Meanwhile, Elias attempts to negotiate with the wooden crate. Please, just open. That's all you need to do, is just open yourself to me and the rest of the world, and you'll find that enlightenment reaches you, rather than being closed off and sealed away.
Audible sigh.
I am popping this lid off.
Yeah.
Well, Marcelina's going to use Oblivion Sight, and the idea being she's trying to see how many Gaki might be in the room that they're stored in. So if there's any signs of, like, their undeadness in the
0.
in the air. Okay. She'll pop out herself.
Alright, Sato, Kenon, Marcelina. Strength and strength.
We are gonna rouse the blood.
I'm not gonna lie, I like... Oh, damn. Everyone is able to punch through the wooden crate except Elias. Though I do like the idea that Kenon and Sato just punch through, get out, and they can just hear Elias going, please, just open yourself. And Marcelina just swearing like a sailor.
It's got the mental image of just Sato and Kenon going over to open the box for Elias in that split second where he's like, the negotiation worked!
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Elias.
If you
Yes,
would like to
indeed.
break Elias out, strength and strength, please.
One
Don't have
health.
to.
I'm not leaving him in there. I'm breaking him out.
Yeah.
It's a joke. That's fine. That's fine. You're able to, all of you, punch your way out of the wooden crates, rising like the undead blood gods you are, and then make your way over to Elias's crate, placing your fingers underneath the small leverage you can get a hold of, and ripping it from the seal, as you just witness Elias lying there, awaiting. The car is filled with other crates wrapped in cling film, large sacks of mail, and other pieces of large freight. The other crates... Oh, no, they're them up there. What would you like to do? You do see... I forgot. You see a door at the far end of the carriage. You'll know. It will take you further onwards towards the front of the train, as you can hear the engine behind you.
Does that door have a window?
No. It is
Right.
locked, though. With a magnetic seal.
Right. So Marcelina will say to either Sato or Kennen, will you be able to see just how many lie ahead of us?
Just looks at Kenan. We can do that, right?
Would we be able to, like, see that far? Like, through things with the chi sight? Is that something that's physically possible?
I think for chi sight, you've really got to make eye contact with whatever it is to see the aura. Or at least be able to, not have something obscuring you. Very much like
Yes.
Auspex powers.
Okay, so we wouldn't be able to just, like, see through walls to be like, yo, this many.
Correct. If you want to roll for wits and awareness, though, and you get a crit, I can give you a rough estimate.
Yeah, sure.
Sticking with it?
Yeah, no, it's too much noise.
You simply try and stare at the door, willing your sight through it, like someone who is unable to look at a 3D eye poster. A stereogram, if you will.
Love those things.
Is there like a keypad for this door at all?
Nope.
Alright, cool. Over the earpiece. Hey, Slip, do you have access to this train? Because we have a door we need open.
Rear car.
Yes.
So we'll try to open the door for them.
Intelligence and technology, please.
Marcelina positions herself so that when the door opens, she's immediately walking in and shooting.
With 5 successes, not only are you able to unlock the door, but you are also able to realize that you could hack into the system and get a feed from CCTV cameras one at a time.
I would like to do that, please.
Looking into the next car, you're able to see that most of the seats that are usually present in these kind of trains have been ripped out, leaving only 2 booths. You're able to see that there are 5 suited people on the other side of the doorway. You're unable to tell if they are mortals, kindred, or Gaki.
He will communicate this by kind of mumbling to himself in English as he works.
The next room is going to have 5 suited individuals. I do not know what they are.
How many cars are there in between us?
I think we were going with the 16-car version.
It's a big train.
Okay. As soon as that door's open, Marcelina is already gun up, and they're facing away from her, I assume.
Some of them.
The ones that are looking at her, that's who she's shooting first.
Okay. Composure. Firearms.
We're gonna re-roll 3 of those. It's not great, but it'll do.
Your gun is a 9mm?
This one, yes, has a silencer attached to it.
Perfect. You're able to fire off a single quick shot at one of the people in the other end of the carriage. The bullet lands right between his eyes, and he drops to his knees, with blood seeping out of the wound. Next.
That'll let me know that he's definitely mortal, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'd like to come running underneath, from behind Marcelino with the knife. Closest dude I can get to, I'm stabbing that into his head.
Dex melee. Sato, you charge forward, knife in hand. And you are able to move so quickly. Not only do you stab one of the men straight through the side of the temple, collapsing his skull, but you are able to get the knife blade out straight away and quickly sink it into a neighbouring man's eye socket. The both of them slump to the floor. Next. Dex brawl.
Following him in. Yeah. Just, hitting them hard so they don't get back up.
Sending these 2 dice to dice jail.
Does specialty apply here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sticking with it, or want to re-roll on any of those? Crit is potentially there.
Sure, I'll reroll.
There's the crit. Kenon, you come charging forward. Your maw opens up, and in one movement, you bite down on one of the creatures, on one of the kind's heads, snapping it straight off the neck socket, as your foot comes swinging round, catching another man straight in the side of the skull, and sending him careening into the side of the train, splitting open his head as he falls to the floor, also dead. You have cleared the carriage.
Wiped his mouth with the back of his hand.
Wipe the knife off on my pants.
There's a proud smile from Marcelina to Sato. And then she
That's
will
my
over
boy.
the... Yeah, it's very that. And then she will sort of over the earpiece, next car.
Slip will give them a little CCTV scouting and then pop the lock on that as well, if I may.
Intelligence and tech, please. We're going to combine that into one roll and increase the difficulty slightly. Would you like to stick with it? Would you like a reroll on any of those?
Yeah, I'll reroll the 2 5s and the 2.
Would me looking over Slip's shoulder help him any? I'm still invisible.
The problem is it's going to break obfuscate if you say anything.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Secretly pushing
Right.
buttons.
But that's very nice anyway. You're able to get a quick scan of the car, and inside of it you see 3 people standing around casually. One of them with their back leant against the door to the next carriage along, staring straight at the carriage beforehand, and you are able to unlock the door.
3 hostiles. One of them is leaned against the opposite door, so they will have eyes on you the moment it opens.
Same thing again. Marcelina moves through the door and shoots the one looking at them.
Well,
in the
that's
face.
what you think's gonna happen, but it isn't.
Amazing. Okay. Well, that's Marcelina's intent, to go in and just immediately shoot.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be her intent in just a minute, I hope.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you were in dice jail. Fuck off. Burn of willpower on this person. And I'd like you all in that car to roll intelligence and awareness, please.
I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Bollocks, I wish I thought of that. Always forget I can rouse the blood too. God damn it.
Nice, about to make a mess.
Oh,
Hope so.
Elias. Just because of Elias, I'm going to reroll 3 as well.
It's a crit. It's just
Yeah.
messy.
Elias, increase your hunger by 1, please.
I'm gonna suppress my hunger, but okay.
Okay. The car begins to stretch out, distorting around you all. The door behind the man seems miles away, a mere dot on the horizon. All you can see is that man, becoming smaller and smaller as he travels further and further away. What would you all like to do?
Do we see that on the CCTV?
Nope. I saw that smile.
Are the corridors getting longer for anyone?
They most certainly are, Elias.
Yeah, it's definitely fake.
Yep, an illusion
No, it
is
isn't.
being done.
Not as far as you lot know.
Come
Friends
on.
don't normally do that.
There's got to be a common sense roll here.
Friends
Yeah,
don't
you rolled it and you
normally
failed
do
it.
that.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit.
There must be some sort
Marceline.
of magic or sorcery going on that the
No.
train is growing.
As far as you're all concerned, this is real. This is actually
Yeah.
happening.
Right. I'm not
Okay.
saying it's fake. I'm saying
Okay.
the only way I can think of the train getting longer is someone is doing something to make the train get longer.
Maybe he's just having
Rationalizing
happy
it.
thoughts.
What is
Right.
the range on your gun, Marcelina?
From there, Marcelina pulls out one of her sniper rifles from her coat, gets down on a knee, and she says, "As long as I want it to be," and she will take a shot.
Will be an exceptionally difficult shot.
I mean, I don't know how else to make this end other than to kill the thing that is.
That's fair. No,
That is my
I'm
objective.
only alerting you that it's a
You
difficult
feel me?
shot. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
So
composure
I
and fire.
hear
You
them
know,
talking about how this train car is now super long, right?
Yeah.
for sure, you're on the.
I'm going to straight out say, no, it's not.
Are you that will break obfuscate?
Oh, that's true. That'll break obfuscate. God, never mind.
It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna make do. We're gonna rouse the blood. And
Took
we
me
are
a
gonna
few
take
years,
this
but I think I got the hang of this storytelling shit.
We're gonna figure this the fuck out. Actually, so yes, I rouse the blood, but also I'm gonna use my specialty in sight.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
all right?
of course. Yeah, yeah. I it's a
All
bit.
right, then.
It's not really rules as written, but I feel that this should absolutely apply. To be quite honest with you, I really do feel that should apply.
Well, thank you. So yeah, you see Marcelina, get down on the one knee, and what's commonly shown when people take these kinds of shots is they close one eye. Don't actually ever do that. It distorts where the target actually is. So both eyes are open. She takes, in this kind of cinematic moment, takes not a breath that she needs, but takes a breath in, and as she exhales, her finger just slowly pulls the trigger. And hopefully makes the motherfucking shot. We might make the motherfucking shot tonight, is all I'm saying. We might. We might do that.
Holy fuck.
Rousing the blood.
We might have made it. We might have done the shot.
Unknown piece of shit.
Oof.
So we stake your ass.
Oh, I'm re-rolling. There's a crit potential there.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
Ooh. But I am still the aggressor. Pop, pop.
That's not a draw. That's a win to you.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Hell yeah.
5. You let off the shot, and the bullet glides through the air, reverberates around you. Far too quickly, the man in front of you is hit, and the illusion is shattered. It is at that moment that you notice 2 more kindred either side of you that have approached you.
They're next to me, or they're in front of the group?
They're right next to the group, and one of them is
Okay.
about to take a good, powerful, swinging punch at Sato. I'm very sorry, husband.
Oh, hold on. I can respond to this, right? Can I stab him in the elbow?
Yeah.
In the elbow?
Well, if he's
Yeah,
gonna punch me,
yeah.
I'm gonna cut his fucking arm off.
Dex, melee.
Well, that's not a...
And I'm also going to rouse the blood.
I will. I swear to God, I will do that too. I'm not afraid to. If you're gonna keep doing this, I will do it. I don't do it.
What,
either.
you mean like you two keep doing? You two? All of you keep doing?
I don't do it very often, but fuck it, I'll do it right now. I'll
I
rouse
think
the
I've
fucking
never
blood.
roused the blood.
Rouse that motherfucking blood. Yes.
What do I have it as? A 2? I had 2. I had +2.
Yes.
X.
Ooh. Ooh.
Punching you
Ouch.
harder than
Okay.
Muhammad Ali.
Come on.
Float like a butterfly, sting like when I pee.
Hold on, I will re-roll some of these. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you can roll 3.
I got 2. I can roll. Oh yeah, I can. 2.
You can roll 3.
I'm begging you. Please. That's not enough.
I'm going to
At least
re-roll
you reduce
1
the
just because I
damage.
can. Because I want to see if I can get that crit.
Cheeky son of a bitch, I will end your soul!
Oh, well.
If that would have been
I
a double
won't.
crit, holy crap.
I would have
I
been
will cast
fucking
you into the fucking abyss of my
angry.
stomach.
Sato,
Alright.
you are struck directly in your beautiful face by a
Fuck.
particularly hard fist. You take 3 superficial damage, and because it's a crit, we are not going to halve it.
Great. Okay. I didn't heal yet.
What?
I hadn't healed. I'd healed the aggravated, but I hadn't healed anything else.
Oh, good.
Well, when it's your turn, you should rouse the blood and heal.
I probably should, shouldn't I?
Meanwhile,
have 2 aggravated.
That's yeah.
Meanwhile, this man standing
On-
next to
on a related
Elias.
On a related note, is each car a scene?
Yeah, but don't worry about you have to renew your vanish for each one. I think that's going to be a bit excessive for
Oh
this.
no, I was thinking if to rouse the blood to heal, you can do it once per scene.
Oh yeah. And in combat, you can do it every turn.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good to know. I'm eating one of these fuckers. I hope you know that.
Not only can you heal every turn, but you still get a go afterwards.
Hey.
Oh, well, shit.
But that also works both ways.
Oh.
Yep. And you just got to be careful with your hunger management. Because if you're doing everything you can do per turn, you'll go through your hunger.
Meanwhile, the man standing next to Elias just says, "Aren't you tired of all this confrontation?"
Is that a dominate power?
Maybe.
Okay, what do I roll?
Composure and resolve.
Composure.
Oh, and he
is
roused
roused.
Dude
blood.
doesn't know as Elias would agree with him anyway.
I'm gonna rouse the blood for this. Composure and resolve.
Yes, please.
Oh, come on!
Oh gosh.
It's alright. We're still in it.
Just for funsies. 5.
Oh,
1, 3.
tabula rasa.
Oh, please
You
roll
can
power,
re-roll.
roll something. You got 3 ones, re-roll them, please.
Yeah, but if I re-roll... Well, yeah, I could go crit fish. Okay. I'll re-roll 3-1.
We don't need your eggs getting scrambled now.
Come on, please.
Yeah,
We
this would
don't
be the
need
worst
this.
time.
Oh, there's a
Ooh,
crit.
crit. That'd be a messy crit.
Hey.
But I also got a
Well,
mess.
that fucker did too. What
Yeah,
happens
you
if we
got a
both
messy
miss
crit with 8 successes. I'll have, what is that, 5, 6, 7...
I think you'll find it's 9 successes.
You right, because you won't... Okay, yeah, you have
It's your
messy
7.
crit 9, I have messy crit 8.
This is some bullshit.
It's alright. We're still in it.
Knock off 2 willpower, Elias, please, for the messy.
Okay.
Which of you would like to go next?
And I throw myself bodily at the dude who just hit Sato and attempted to tear his arms off.
Yes. I'm going to make that a strength brawl roll for a grapple.
Oh.
Because you're quite close.
Yeah. And can I apply my specialty to this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oof. 2, 3, and a 2. Oof. Absolutely fine. You come charging forward, Kenon, and confidently grasp both of the man's arms, wrap them around his back, and push him against the side of the car. Next.
You do not touch my student.
So you thought that was going to end with stuff?
I love to hear
I
it.
guess I can go, right? Wait, no,
Yeah.
someone else.
If you want to.
I was
You go.
I was gonna go because I was gonna jump the dude tabula rasa on you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess I would also like to attempt to just stab this motherfucker in the chest.
Dex,
Mhm.
melee. You want to stab him in
want
the
to.
chest? Or would you like
I
to
think
just
Just
stab
want
him?
to stab him. Just want to
Stab
stab
him
him.
in the large available target that is the torso region, maybe.
Yes.
Dex,
I'm
melee.
not aiming. All right. Hold on. How do I heal? You said I could do that.
Do a rouse
Just
check.
a rouse check.
Rouse check.
Just one rouse check. Okay, I
Yep.
did that to heal.
What's the equivalent of your blood potency?
So I got fucking 2.
You may heal 2 points of superficial.
That's fine. We can do this. We can work with this. I can work with this. This sucks. All right.
That's a terrible
I'm gonna go
battle
stab a
cry,
man
Sato.
I'm gonna stab a man.
That's a better one.
That's some bullshit. That's okay.
Sato, you quickly... Yes, the right one. Turn on your heels, bringing your knife to bear, and stab the man, in conversation with Elias, right in his shoulder. Lets out a scream of pain and breaks eye contact with Elias and looks at you with daggers. Next.
Bitch.
I will use toughness. That's a rouse check.
Mm-hmm.
Gain hunger. um I guess I will try to. You know what? I'm gonna go for someone who didn't just try to whammy me. Is there I'll go to one of the other guys engaged and see if I can grab their attention.
I mean, they're not
Sh-
engaged. They're going steady. It's a bit soon for an engagement, you know. They want to take things slow, see how things go, if they're compatible. You know, it's a big commitment.
There's one with Canoe and another with
Currently
Sato.
slamming his head, just, he's...
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
one that
he's-
is grappled against the side of the car. There's one at the other end of the car that's been shot, who is still standing. Barely.
I'll
And
see
then
if
there's
I
a guy
can.
that engaged you in conversation and is currently giving Sato the evil eye.
Yeah, he's a little scary. I'm gonna go to the kindred who tried to who got shot, and I'm gonna yell at him. And I'll try to yell at him and grab his attention. Hey, why don't you help us? And I'll use dominate. As well as blood. Oof.
What's the resist roll?
Yep, it is going to be my manipulate and dominate versus intelligence resolve.
And what's your gen?
My gin is pretty sure it's.
In fact, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I just saw that you rolled the beast, so it's going to be better for you if I roll. I thought it was going to be better for you if I rolled. It wasn't.
Wow. Well, I can re-roll 2 dice. And
Please!
see. Yeah, I'll re-roll 2 dice.
Otherwise,
Do
you're going to end
willpower
up doing
roll.
something helpful. And considering that the bad guys are the ones that need the help.
Yeah.
Well, there is a crit there, and that's awfully tempting to go fishing for.
Well, it's 7 and I'm the aggressor.
I think of something interesting as a consequence that's helpful.
But if I succeed, I don't get the beast, right?
Correct. Oh, I know! This man! Grasps into his pocket and pulls out a very fortunately placed stake and plunges it into his own chest and falls forward onto the carpet.
Huh.
I know that's a bit of a stretch, I know, everyone, but it's helpful. Master.
That's awfully kind of him.
Marcelina, rapid reflexes, stows her gun, her sniper rifle away, and she will go to this individual who staked themselves, and she's going to feed on them.
Yeah, that's free. Why the fuck
Cool.
not? How deep are you drinking?
Do I roll anything? Let's see. How deep am I drinking? Well, let's drink, Do I do the spicy bite, y'all?
You want a spicy bite?
I always want a
There's
spicy
already
bite.
a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that one hunger. Just gonna
Okay.
take that one deep sip.
No problem. Completely free.
All right. Yeah. Is that all I can do on my turn, or that's yeah?
You didn't do a roll, so you can still do something else.
Amazing. So I'm gonna fucking take out my big ass fucking knife. I'm gonna cut this motherfucker's head off because I want him dead.
The one you just fed on?
Yes.
Oh, is that the guy who's staked?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
broke.
dang. Okay.
You're double tapping him?
Oh yeah. He's dead.
I mean, it seemed Elias had a plan. Probably for something.
I was
Unless-
gonna
I mean,
feed
unless-
off him, but that's okay. If you kill him,
No.
it's fine.
No. Wait a minute. Marcelina will she takes out the steak and she's like, you can see she's ready to do it, and then she pauses. She looks at Elias, and there's this expression where she's maybe a little bit mischievous looking, and she does a little grin and says, "Are you hungry, Elias?"
Yes, I'm quite.
I don't
hungry.
consent!
Go on.
Oh.
Have at it.
Well, if he doesn't consent, then
He's not awake, so he can't. I mean, listen, we're vampires
Wow,
and you're fucking
that's a
hungry,
bit-
and she'll lift up the body to Elias. Listen, she's part demon, guys. We working with what we got. She'll lift the fucking body up for Elias and says to him, "It's now or never, buddy."
That made me feel a bit uncomfortable. Ooh. Ooh.
would
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. It
Please,
is
in
an
real life,
imagination
in
game.
real life,
It is an imagination
Yes,
game
in
for
real
an
life,
SPC that's not a
please.
real person. So, but yeah. Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
in real life, y'all,
please always consider consent. Like, always do that. That is
absolutely 110%.
Don't do as Marcelina does.
Yeah.
Marcelina is a fake character who's an evil
It
bitch,
was
so
very
be out here.
unexpected and out of left field from you, of all people. It was a wow moment of wow.
I'm so sorry.
Don't
She's
be,
also
don't
going
be
a little evil, guys, so...
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, always consent is not just... It is necessary 100%. All the time.
Yes.
And you can always withdraw consent at any time.
Absolutely 100%.
So, Elias, are you going to drink from this
do not believe as
non-consenting,
Marcelina
unconscious person?
First I will say...
Bastard.
Thank you very much for staking yourself and helping me. I much appreciate it. And then I will feed.
Okay. I will let you...
What do you want?
I will let you feed for free.
Okay.
How much would you like to drain?
I don't want to cause him too much grief, so I'll just take 2.
Are you sure?
Is that too much?
Kill him afterwards.
That's not
Can
what
I
I
eat it?
asked. I asked if you're sure, if you want to take 2.
Okay, I'll take 1. Just feed for 1.
Okay.
That'll keep me out of...
You extend your... Oh, yes. I'd like you to do willpower. Oh, no. That's what I was going to do. As this is a non-consenting victim, I believe it would send a good message if we gave you some repercussions for this. And you're going to take 2 humanity stains. Despite the fact that this is kindred, but it is feeding on someone who is not consenting.
I would say give me the humanity stain, since Marcelina is the one who is, like, trying to make Elias do this.
I'm afraid
what
I can't do
happens
that.
when my stains overlap? Do I automatically lose humanity, or do I get
All right.
incapacitated?
We'll make
I don't
it 1
remember.
humanity stain.
Okay.
We'll make it 1 humanity stain. But I feel that there should be some consequences for, non-consenting victim when you are a consensualist. There should be some message out there to the kids that this is not okay.
It's not.
To the
I'll let y'all
kids.
know it's not okay. Marcelina still has something she can...
And as you bite into the man, you take the last drop of vitae within him, and the corpse turns to ash under your teeth.
Oops.
Marcelina still has a thing that she can do, right? She still technically has an action.
Yes.
Cool. The guy that's staring at Sato, giving him the evil eye, I'm gonna shoot my gun that has the incendiary bullets in it. I'm gonna shoot him with that.
Did
those explode?
No. They're the phosphorus ones where when they make impact, they start to burn away at the person.
This is against...
Okay,
They don't explode.
Which one was this against?
I only asked because I'm pretty sure I'm on this man.
I'm sorry?
Was this the one that
sure.
Sato's stabbed?
Yeah, the one who's
Right.
like, he stabbed him and he's like looking at him with the evil eyes.
Right.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Composure,
The
firearms.
Do I still get the +1 from my heightened sight?
No, not on this one.
Okay, that's fine. Alright.
Off. You fire off a round, specially loaded, that impacts into the man's chest. It is contained within his torso, and in front of Sato, the man's now hollow skull just shows a few bright orange and red flames, and the hollow body drops to the floor.
Well, I was gonna eat that.
She just points to the whole other person that Kenun has in his hand.
Oh, that's fair.
Talking of Kenon, what would you like to do with this one?
To be perfectly honest, I would like to crush his head between my teeth.
Right,
Got him
strength
grappled.
brawl versus his strength brawl.
Would my specialty apply to this?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. Had to ask.
Oh, thank God. Would you like to stick with it, or would you like to reroll?
I'll reroll.
Creature under your grip is able to overpower you temporarily and push you back, releasing himself. And I'm gonna rouse for prowess. And then he is going to try and strike you as hard as he can upon your face, Kenon. How would you like to respond? Basically, you can dodge or punch him back, really.
Question. Once again, somebody's sticking their limb into my maw full of teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just chomp his hand? People shouldn't stick their limbs into my maw full of teeth.
Strength, bro. You know what? I'm gonna rouse. Because I hear that this Kenon guy, he's got a maw full of teeth. I'm going to re-roll the 4 and the 2 and the 5. Well, piss. Kenon, sticking with it?
What are numbers? I can't do math. I can't do mental math. I don't know.
No,
Should I?
You're good.
Yes.
I think you're
yeah.
good, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, calculations? Am I good? Am I not? I don't know. I'm sticking
You're
with
not.
it.
Why not?
Because Kenon is not the aggressor.
Okay,
Oh.
so should I reroll now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you should
I'm
reroll
sorry.
the 1,
I
2,
thought
and 3.
Kenun was the aggressor.
That's where I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. My brain did not numbers.
Right. Yeah. I thought Kenun was the aggressor, but yeah. Reroll.
Well, there we go. And that's 2. I'm going to make it 2 aggravated damage to the kindred. As Kenon opens his maw and bites down upon the kindred's arm, severing several of the man's fingers. As he is able to very quickly retract. Elias is
grins at him.
obfuscated in real life. So we'll go to Sato.
Hang on. Does it count as gloating if I grin at the man and also go, "You do not touch me either"? Because I'm under that compulsion, and I would like to not be.
Yes. I mean, I would have counted that from when you grappled the man and said, "Don't touch my stuff." I mean, student.
Yeah, I thought about asking then, but the moment passed, so.
Stuff. What are you doing?
Fuck. Damn it. Canoe, you good?
I'm just grinning. This man's... I guess he doesn't have blood, but if there's any oozing vitae from his fingers, it is on my face.
Yeah, I think there would be some vitae in the fingers because he roused for prowess.
Yeah, so Kenun's very much, grinning. He's good, but if you wanna go ahead. Like,
Well,
you wanna take a bite?
I'm gonna go take a bite.
I'm going to take a bite.
Yes.
Strength brawl. It's going to count as a called shot with a -1 success penalty.
Is this counted as grappling?
No.
No, okay.
This you can grapple him and then do a bite attack, or you can just do the bite attack without grappling.
Fast is this train going?
Something like 320 miles an hour.
And everyone's eating?
Yeah, where are you going with this?
It makes it fast food.
Fuck me!
I'm about to have me some fast food, bro. Call this man McDonald's. So shit. So it's a -1 if I just go for the bite attack now.
It's a -1 success penalty, so we will knock off one of your successes.
Oh, okay.
Compared
Yeah, you
to
still make
a
the roll.
called shot regular, which is a -2 success penalty. Or
Fuck it.
you can grapple him, which is a strength brawl contest, and then on the next go, if he doesn't get out of the grapple, you can do the bite attack for free.
He ain't gonna live past that point.
Not really.
I'm just gonna try to bite him. I'm gonna try to get some of this.
Strength brawl.
Oh, you little suck, little bitch. Bitch! Don't you test me.
Sticking with it.
Careful with that willpower, though. We have a lot
No,
of
I'm sticking with it
cars
because I
to
don't want to
get
waste the willpower.
As your jaws come clamping down in front of him, he manages to dodge out of the way and says, "I'm going to test you, bitch." Marcelino.
I mean, y'all already know what I'm finna do. So, pow pow, I'm gonna shoot.
I believe that the lyrics are "Bang bang, I shot you down."
You're right, those are the lyrics.
And he's going to dodge with a -1 penalty, and it's not going to go well for him. 9 mil, so that's plus 3. And we're going to give him... We're going to turn that into aggravated just to make it a bit quicker, because it is a fire-based round. The shot from your gun flies through the air and impacts once more into the man's stomach and causes an ignition inside of him that starts to burn away. Technically, he should be doing a terror frenzy, I believe, at this point, but there's nowhere for him to run anyway, to be quite honest with you. So instead, I turned it all into aggravated damage instead, so he is not looking very healthy right now, as we switch to Elias and see what he's going to do to what's left of this burned out husk of a kindred.
Let's see. I can try to heal him.
No, this is the bad guy. But you can if you want. I'm up for that.
Is he screaming for... Is he in pain and screaming?
Oh yeah, he's on fire. Literally on the insides.
Alright, I'll try to heal him.
What?
Elias.
Excuse me? Heal
Shut up!
me!
Elias.
I can heal Sato too. He just has to ask.
This is the bad
think we
guy.
just
This
did.
is combat.
Help me!
Your friends are in pain, Elias.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Who's in pain? Because
Nurse!
right now
He's off again!
He's screaming, and I know he's our enemy, but he shouldn't suffer like this.
His suffering shall end shortly, Elias. Never fear. Pray attend to the mission.
I want to bundle
Okay,
Elias up in a load of blankets and just be like, it's okay. It's okay.
Then, even though I want to heal the screaming man, I'll heal Sato instead.
Thank you. It's very nice of you.
I cannot believe.
And I'm too hungry to risk rousing the blood, so I won't.
Is Valor in a rouse check?
Yes, it is. Oh, actually, yes.
Lovely.
Okay. And 5, 6. I'm going to I don't want to spend a 1 willpower. Hopefully you have
I want to heal you, but not that much.
hopefully you have superficial damage, so you can heal 2 superficial damage. Because I'm just doing a rouse, so there's a threshold of 3. So 2 superficial damage.
There's no way I could get aggravated out of that.
If I'd spend the rest of the scene doing it, then you could get 1 aggravated out of it.
I mean, he bound to
the-
be
We don't have
dead,
time.
and it's a new scene
don't have
every car.
But it also
Okay,
means
I'll-
Elias has
Sorry.
just sat there like a sitting duck, and it is going to be that Kindred's turn next.
Oh,
We do not have the time. We just don't.
Yeah.
And he has prowess roused.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll spend a willpower and we roll 1 dice.
Come on, fail!
Oh, okay. Willpower reroll. Okay, alright.
I hate to burn a willpower for 1 die.
I know.
I feel bad now.
Oh,
really
no!
bad now.
What a shame! Oh, no! Oh, it's such
I will-
tragedy.
Well,
I
it's
will
just
take
being superficial.
I'll take the superficial. I got 1 left, so I guess I got that one back. Thank you, though.
And so this Cainite is going to punch Elias in the back of the head for luck.
Cheeky little son of a bitch! I will beat you within an inch of your life.
Well, he's trying to beat Elias to within an inch of his life first. What would you like to do, Elias, in response?
Can I... It's a punch, so I'll just try to dodge.
Dex and athletics.
Gee.
Hey! I mean, ooh.
Elias, you are able
Ooh.
to get out of the way of the incoming fist that is hurtling through the air. Sadly, you'll be unable to heal Sato. Sato, restore your damage to what it was before.
Okay.
Oh!
Marcelina,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to do?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I have a question, right? Because this man's focus is on the others. He's focused on Elias and Sato and them. So would I be able to use my specialty for stealth against Kindred as I come up behind him and shoot him? Essentially, him not being aware that I'm there because he's not focused on me. Sort of a, you know.
You want to shoot him in the back of the head?
Not specifically in the back of the head.
Well, no.
But I want to shoot.
You want to sneak up and shoot him?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to shoot him from behind, since his focus is entirely on like Elias, since he just punched him.
Okay, we're going to make that a bit of a weird roll. First one is Dex and Stealth with a +1.
Okay. Because he's yeah, right. Okay. But actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna arouse the motherfucking blood. Oh, it didn't go. Hold on. There we go. And then we're gonna do Stealth and Dex right here, +4. I will re-roll those, the 4, 4, and the 3.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Marvelous.
Yeah. And then my composure and firearms?
Yep. And this is going to be a difficulty-based roll. The difficulty is 1.
Okay.
Marcelina skillfully uses the car to her advantage and the man's distraction. Pulls out one of her pistols and merely says, "Dodged this," and fires off a single round into the back of the man's neck, blowing his head off his shoulders. The bodiless corpse turns to ashes as it falls to the floor.
As Trinity would have wanted.
Just glad to
All
see
right,
the
then.
reference.
Hold on, I need to see something real quick. No, okay. Yeah, Marcelina will give note to Slip that the cart is clear and we are moving on.
Yes, I see that. Is everyone okay? Do you need a moment?
I will take a look at the crew. I know Sato's not doing so hot, but how's everybody looking right now, other than Sato? Anyone
And
else?
is
need a
grinning.
moment?
That was an
Hungry.
in-character laugh. He looks better than he has in a very long time. Honestly, he looks better than he
love
has
it.
since he first got kicked out of the Gaki. He is, like, in his element.
Beautiful. I love that.
Man, he almost broke my jaw.
Elias looks hungry and worn out.
Oh, there's
Mentally
no more fucking
worn out,
bodies.
not physically.
Oh, mentally worn out.
Yeah,
Okay,
physically
I
he
was
looks
like, there's no
fine.
more
He just
bodies.
looks mentally worn out.
Okay.
People
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to stop sticking their limbs near my face.
It is shocking they keep doing that.
Or keep doing
Um,
it and then let Elias suckle on the stumps.
That's an idea. Sato, if you need to heal anything, now would be the time.
I'm gonna do that.
Yes, do remember to take care of yourself, dear Sato.
Rouse for me, please. Lovely.
I think before I give the go-ahead to Slip, Marcelina says gets close to Sato and is helping him up via grabbing the forearm and lifting him, and says to him, "You're a Gaki, Sato. Act like one. You have more options to you than you did before. Use them. We're all good here, Slip. Open the door."
One moment. I would like to take a little peek inside the next room.
Try to take a little peeky-poo inside the car. But
A little
strangely,
peeky-poo.
there is no live camera feed available for this car. Intelligence and tech, please, to deactivate the maglock.
I'm unable to... There's no camera in the next box. Be aware, I do not know what you are walking into.
Good to know.
The maglock is deactivated. And it's at this point that you notice, Slip, that this car has a status display. It currently measures as secure. And the door clicks unlocked. Everyone heading in?
Yep, Marcelina has both her guns out, actually. Double fisting it right now.
I'm gonna look for something to eat.
The coterie proceed through the door that slides closed behind them and re-engages the maglock as they enter inside. The dark carriage ignites lights along the length of the ceiling as the coven step in. A creaking sound like leather fills the otherwise silent carriage that seems to have been insulated from the outside to create an almost perfect silence, aside from the low rumble of the train in motion. As the light fills the cabin, the walls seem to come alive. It is then that the coterie realize the entirety of the walls are lined with hands, reaching out and grasping, leaving no room for them to walk. In the centre of the carriage is a mound of flesh, covered in blood. Bulbous pustules pulse like lungs, and a heavily reinforced door rests at the far end of the car. Magnetic locks and chains release from the centre of the car as the flesh turns into a gigantic monster and stomps towards the coterie, letting out a roar. A Vozhd stands before them. And at this point,
Cool.
we're going to call an end to the session.
Cool, so cool. Amazing.
Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for coming and playing. This week, we will go around in order of most likely to deliberately fail the Pepsi challenge because they like Dr. Pepper, starting with Sato. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Dr. Pepper is king. I have too many things to think of, brain. I have Softonomicon. I am a variety streamer, an artist. I have my own channel. I'm Softonomicon on every social media I have. I am also here on Table of Horrors on Fridays as Sato, and on Mondays as the GM for our Shadowrun game. I am Shiv's Hedgehog husband, and I have a coloring book if anyone wants to go to that. Go check Twitter, I have my Patreon on that.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
You're forgetting one more thing, Sato.
Shit, fuck it. Is it the same thing I forgot last time?
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it, I don't know why this embarrasses me. I am also the I have the second in command here on Table of Horrors now.
Hey. And also Shiv's Hedgehog husband. Or
And
well.
So what that means is that everything that's good, I did it. If it's bad, he did it.
That means it's nepotism.
No one else wanted the job.
Husband is second in command.
No one else wanted the job.
Excuses.
I don't do
Keno, and who are
anything
you?
bad,
What do you do?
so
Do you do
I'm-
things? Let's find out.
The daybreak you have reached has been disconnected. Please try again after the tone.
It's the tone of dark.
I mean, it can be.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. You can find me streaming nonsense here on Twitch as Daybreakathon. I'm on social media, theoretically, as Daybreakathon. I've written a couple of fantasy novels. Check those out. I did the character art for the characters who have art. My commissions are open. I think that's everything. My dog says hi.
Hi, puppers.
Daisy! As long as it hasn't got corn syrup in it. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Ms. Hearts. You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. I am also a local drag and burlesque performer and belly dance performer here in Austin, Texas. And my next show is on February 3rd at Kick Butt Coffee for the Bat City Bombshells Anti-Valentine's Day show. And if you need any graphic design or promotional products, including Christmas presents, check me out at gibopromo.com.
Slip, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yeah, I do stuff. Hi, I'm Vamp Daddy. I stream here on Twitch. Link right there in chat. I stream variety, sometimes by myself, sometimes with some of these folks here. Mondays I'm here for Shadowrun as T103, the Punch Happy Orc. Fridays I'm here as Slip, the Punch Happy Nosferatu. More to come, maybe.
Marcelina, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do. Hi, everyone. I'm Shasta. You can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. I also have a hive. You can find me by that same name there. I am here on Fridays playing Marcelina, and then on Mondays I play at Morningstar, the lovely cybernetic snake. And there are future things that you will see me in on here. I am also one of the people at Lanyap Gaming. Currently, we go live every Tuesdays and Sundays. We're doing a V5 game called Blood and Jazz, where I play a La Sombra, Baby Bat La Sombra, who has and will continue to get into a lot of trouble. That's it. Oh,
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
spicy links. I'm so sorry. I have spicy links in my Twitter link tree thing. Check that out if you're interested in that type of thing. Be respectful, but that's there too. So, yeah.
What a state of society we have to, where you feel you have to say be respectful. Be respectful. That's a given. Be
Yeah,
respectful.
Certainly should be.
Elias, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Noskavian. I play Elias. I also play Jason. You can see me currently Friday and Monday on Table of Horrors. No social.
Don't blame me. Join us back here on Monday in your time zone for Softy's Shadowrun game. I think that's the same time that we start Nihon Nights.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Lovely. And then next week for the next part of the train heist here on Nihon Nights. Check out down below for links to YouTube, audio-only versions of our games, the Twitters, and the Discord links. December is going to be a month of busyness for me, as just barely, still open, just barely, still taking some applications from anyone who wants to play in a few offered one-shots during the month of December. They are not streamed, they're purely for funsies. Take a look through Discord if you're interested. We will go a-raiding on Ethan and Dragons, who is playing that vampire game I've heard so much about. So, thank you all for coming. We'll see you soon, hopefully. But of course, legally, morally, I think that covers it both. We can't go until... Softy says line.
Yo, can I get some fucking McDonald's?
And then we're going to
What a
have Miss
move.
Hearts say the line as well, because we can't resist Miss Hearts.
Have a good night.